Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, guys? It is D-Dun here, the most chill COD player. I have for you guys today a real full-on Call of Duty video where we talk about Call of Duty. You guys are going to look at Call of Duty. Unfortunately, it's not a gameplay, but as you can see at the top right-hand corner up here, I have reached Master Prestige. I played a little bit, and so I'm level 57, but I've just hit Master Prestige. So I want to show you guys my stats. Some stuff, and also my classes, in case you guys are curious of where, what I like to use, since I don't really do class setup videos and stuff at all. So let's go ahead and hop into my barracks here, get you guys the stats. I have a 2.33 KD, a 0.73 win-loss, and a 524 score per minute. Compared to, say, Black Ops 2, my score per minute is higher, but my KD is lower. I think that's just because the streaks aren't as good as they were Black Ops 2. But even, and also, like, Soundhoard's not very good, and since the maps lack a lot of predictability because of the wall running, my KD has been higher in other games. So, a 2.3 I don't think is bad by any means, but I have certainly had a lot higher than that. Moving on, let's just go ahead and check quickly at my medals, the big ones. I have 6 nuclears, I have 3 kill chains. One thing I want to show you guys here, I was looking at while I was preparing to make this video. So out of a 15 kill streak, I'm halfway to a nuclear. I have 152 ruthless medals, and then I have 6 nuclears out of that. That just shows you guys, I think, how aggressive I play for the most part. It just shows you guys, like, I'm not afraid to, rush a spawn whenever I'm on like a 15 or a 20 gun streak. Doesn't bother me, I don't really care. Nuclears to me aren't exciting because you don't get any reward, you get a medal. I'd rather go for high kill games. I really enjoy those, so I tend to play more aggressively. I run lethal streaks as opposed to non-lethal streaks, so I don't have a ton of nuclears, that's okay, but I get a lot of kills in a lot of my games, so I'm happy with that. But in case you guys are wondering, I only have 6 nuclears, and I'm happy with that. And then 3 kill chains, which is pretty cool. On that, let's see. So my favorite weapon is the Kuda. It's tied really close with the XR2. The XR2 I think is the best hardcore gun to use. It's a one shot, and it's a 3-shot burst. So if you touch them with anything on your burst, it's going to be a 1-hit kill. It's a great gun for hardcore. If you're just starting hardcore or you want to try, it is by far the best gun to use, at least in my opinion. Which is funny because it's absolutely butt cheeks in core, but I think core is butt cheeks in general anyway. But anyway, so the XR2 and the Kuda are my 2 favorite guns. Although I think my highest KD gun actually is the Dingo. I have a 2.4 KD with the Dingo, which is not bad, but the rest of the guns, they all have at least a 2 KD, and I have thousands of kills with all the main guns. So that's pretty much all I need to know out of that. Since I've been playing a lot of hardcore this year, I pretty much only ever used kinetic armor and combat focus because those are really the 2 most effective ones. I probably want to start using vision pulse a little bit more, but it takes a long time to get, and it's really not worth it sometimes when you get it. So I really think that kinetic armor or combat focus is the way to go in core or in hardcore. My score streaks, of course, the UAV is my most called in, but out of that, I have 3,500 haters, 1,800 wraiths, or 1,800 wraith kills, and then my I actually have more Cerberus kills than my Raps, which kind of surprised me, but it just kind of shows you, like, running those mid-tier streaks will get you really consistent amount of kills. Not a lot of kills, but really consistent kills. And then everything else after that, besides the Wraith, the Raps, and, to an extent, like Sentry Gun and GI unit, pretty much all the other score streaks are kind of butt, so I don't use them. And then, as you guys know, I pretty much play only Domination. I really want to find out where is... Okay, oh, and right over here on the top right-hand corner, you guys can see my emblem, my title, and then I have 6 days and 18 hours, so less than 7 days played, and I've hit Prestige Master, which I think is pretty good. So I did and this is I seriously, I'm not kidding you guys. You guys probably won't believe me, but I have played maybe like 2 or 3 days of double XP. I have got almost no double XP playtime because it's always on the weekend, and I always work a ton on the weekend. And hit Prestige Master in less than 7 days. So that is like, I don't know, 18 hours of Prestige, 15 hours of Prestige, which is, in my opinion, I think that's pretty good. So overall, I don't get to play the game a lot, as you guys know. You know, I only have 42,000 kills. In Black Ops 2, I think I had like 110,000 or something like that by the end of the game. So, you know, maybe even like 200,000. I'm not sure. I had a lot of kills on BO2. But in this game, I just don't get to play it a lot because the kids, the job, and everything. You guys know the drill. So that's my stats. Let's go ahead and get into my class setups here. A lot of these are going to be the same, so I'm just going to try and generalize here so you guys get the gist, and so this video doesn't last 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and get right into it here. So this first class that I have is just my stealth class. If I'm playing against a party, or if my teammates are just that bad and my enemies are just calling in constant UAVs, I will put on the Ghosty Ghost Ghoster class. KN44 Quick Draw Stock Suppressor. And if you play hardcore, TDM, or kill confirmed in hardcore or core, or if you play a hardcore domination, and you are a solo player who does not run lethals, so I know it's a lot, but basically if you play TDM, kill confirmed, or hardcore domination, you want to run awareness and dead silence, because you can hear, it's not great, it's not Ghost, it's not MW3, but you can hear people around corners, you can hear people running around, which will help you so much. I know a lot of people think that sound horn is a little cheap. I don't think it is, because you can just run dead silence and not sound horror. I think it just adds, like, you could take a really good player, let him sound horror, and it just makes them that much better. Same way with but a bad player with a headset is still going to be a bad player, and a good player with a headset is still going to be a good player. Like, to me, it makes no difference. I think everything just adds to the game, so I like it. I like sound horn myself. I don't think it's cheap. I know a lot of people do, but that's a different topic. Either way, you will see this on every single class. If you play TDM, kill confirmed, or hardcore domination, you're gonna want to run dead silence or dead silence and awareness if you have a headset. So that's my Ghosty Ghost class. Every other class is pretty much exactly the same perk wise. I run not overkill. I run overclock with fast hands, dead silence, and awareness. That is my go-to class setup for any gun, no matter what gun it is. I don't think you need more than like 3 attachments on. Like, I can't think of a gun where you need more than like 3 attachments. Unless you run a suppressor and core, then you need like 13 attachments. But again, that's a topic for a different video. So overclock, because specialists, like it or not, they're in the game and they can really change a game for you. And if you want the really good ones, like the Scythe, combat focus, kinetic armor, like the 3 like really like top tier ones, they take a really long time to get. Those are the ones I use, so that's why I use overclock, so I can get them more than like twice in an entire game. I mean, they can literally change the entire way a game plays out for you if you use your specials correctly. So that's why I run overclock. And then fast hands is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty much a must-have perk in my opinion, because you just are so slow without it. I think fast hands, like dexterity perks like that, should be built into the game, hands down, period. Like, because it gives you such an advantage in a gunfight if you're using it and someone is not. And then, like I said, that's honest and aware. So for assault rifles, if the iron sights are ass cheeks, if I don't like looking down them, then I'll use a red dot. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then quick draw and stock. That's how I run my ARs. So KN44, HVK, ICR, all of those have really good iron sights. So I just run quick draw stock. And if I have, so like the HVK, sometimes you need a grip, sometimes you don't. Basically, I run quick draw, stock, grip. If it's the ICR, which has no recoil, I'll run like quick draw, stock, and like extended mags or something. The rest of the guns, when I look at it on iron sights and it makes me cringe because I can't see shit, that's when I use the red dot, and I just use red dot, stock, and quick draw. That's pretty much it. So Shiva, the M87, the Man of War, and the XR2. It's hard to see when you ADS because the sights are butt. So you use red dot, quick draw, stock. So that's my ARs. My SMGs, this determines how much recoil it has. So all the SMGs have a pretty decent amount of recoil. It's a balancing thing. I think it's stupid. I think the SMGs are just a little bit too weak. They're really good, obviously, in core, but I think they're a little bit too weak in hard. Or they're really good in hardcore. I think they're a little weak in core. But basically, the VMP, the Weevil. I don't use the Vesper because it's trash now. And to some extent, like the Pharaoh-ish, need grip. So I run quick draw, grip, stock, and then the Kuda and the Razorback, and sometimes the Pharaoh. Since they don't necessarily need grip, I run just like quick draw, stock, and then I will add either Scavenger, I will add Ghosty Ghost McGhosterson. So I'll either run 2 attachments. If it needs a grip, then I run 3 attachments. So that's pretty much the brief explanation. I only have like one shotgun class, which is the Haymaker. You could interchange this for the the Haymaker or the Brecci. It doesn't matter. I run fast mags, long barrel. That's all you really need. You don't really need rapid fire. It doesn't help you out much. You don't need laser sight. It doesn't really help you out that much. And I just run. I just add Scavenger on there because both the Haymaker and the Brecci use a lot of ammo pretty quickly. So that's why I have Scavenger. You could make an argument and say that you should run like Overclock Afterburner since you're using shotgun. But I'm not trying to go really I'm not trying to cross long distances quickly. I'm trying to keep it close quarters, just darting in and out in short, small areas. So I don't really think Afterburner helps you all that much. And neither really does Gun Ho, in my opinion. So that's my class setups. That's my stats. That's everything you need to know. I hit Prestige Master less than 7 days. I think that's pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. If you have any questions about my class, because I know I covered them quickly to kind of keep this video short. If there's something that you wanted to see that I didn't showcase in this video, just leave me a comment or hit me up on Twitter. Ask me, and I'll look it up and I'll let you know. And if you feel like this video deserves a like, hit the like button. If you hate it, then dislike it and leave me a comment why so I can improve my content in the future. If you are new to my channel and you enjoy my content, a subscription is always appreciated. And of course, if you have made it this far to the video, to the very end of it, I just want to thank you so much for your time. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next video.